Welcome back. This week, we're going to talk about HR data and how HR uses that data. During Module 4, you'll take a deeper dive into how, as a human resources professional, you can use employee data to enhance an organization and its employee success. You'll be required to research and evaluate big data during the discussion board posting, and also evaluate how FMLA can have a financial impact if it's not monitored appropriately while completing this week's assignment. So, how do organizations use big data? Let's review how IBM and Walmart use employee data using predictive analytics. Employee retention is a complex challenge, but IBM's AI powered platform, Watson, is used to keep up with the task of monitoring employee data. The tech giant IBM boasts a 95% accuracy rate in predicting which employees are likely to leave within the next 6 months using the predictive attrition program. Armed with this knowledge, managers can take strategic actions to encourage that employee to stay with the organization. And by focusing specifically on high performers with those in demand skills, it can be used to the employer's advantage. So, Walmart uses IBM's Watson to predict which employees will most likely quit. This information is then used to target retention efforts at those employees. IBM has found that the time between promotions and overall job tenure can be very telling. For example, if an employee has been in the same job for a longer time than average, according to the industry standards or even their peers, they may be growing dissatisfied or antsy in their current position. In this instance, what a manager can do is provide more training to help employees take the next step in their careers. Employees could also suffer from dissatisfaction because of a long commute or lots of overtime. Those two things factors in an employee's choice to leave an organization. So using data in HRIS systems can help employers retain those high performers with long commutes or positions that even require frequent travel. Managers can offer opportunities for professional development or even flexible work arrangements to those high performers with in demand skills who are at risk of leaving an organization. So let's see how Netflix and Google personalize training using employee data. Netflix uses big data to personalize the content recommendations that makes it to its users. You've probably logged into Netflix and seen Netflix recommend a show that you may want to watch. Well, this same approach can be used to personalize the training and development opportunities that are available to employees. Employers can conduct surveys to determine how employees learn. Are they more apt to learn using visual or audio means? Do they learn better through hands on activities or just by talking it out? Then you can determine what are the employees' learning speeds. Short bursts are typically better for comprehension, but how quickly someone moves through modules is highly specific to each individual. Then employers can understand, what do they want to learn. Yes, everyone has to go through enterprise training, but whether you tack on Photoshop workshop or a session on presentation skills should depend on what part on the interest of the employee and what aligns with their professional development plan. And then finally, what have they learned? If you have a learning management system set up, evaluate what employees have been enrolled in and what the interests are throughout the organization. Even without souped up technology, you can channel the approach used by Netflix by making recommendations based on what people have liked in the past if you have instituted a learning management system. Now let's evaluate how Google uses survey results to identify dynamics of effective teams. Google is using big data to track the productivity of its employees. This information is then used to identify areas where employees can be more efficient. To determine the dynamics of an effective team, Google conducted a survey of employees on team composition factors such as personality traits, sales skills, demographics on the team, and team dynamics such as how employees work with other teammates. The researchers found with this survey that what really mattered was less about who is on the team and more about how the team worked together. Now, LinkedIn. I'm sure as an HR professional, you've used LinkedIn, or even if you're not an HR professional, that you've logged into LinkedIn looking for a job. So, LinkedIn is using big data to match job seekers with open positions. This information is also used to provide job seekers with personalized recommendations for career development. You've probably received an email or a notification on your phone saying this job matches your skills and your previous job titles. It may not, but that's how LinkedIn uses big data. You've probably also received a notification from LinkedIn saying you'd be more competitive in the job market if you take the Strategic Human Resources course. It's all based on your past usage and behavior to predict your future interests, and that's precisely how HR incorporates the use of big data to stay ahead of employee turnover, to retain high performers, motivate its workforce, maximize employee efficiency, and develop benefits and programs to predict the future success and growth of the organization and its employees.